Good morning, Jerome Shaw. Wow, you are so blessed and highly favored, and I am so honored to be a part of your creative community. So come on, let's renew our minds together. Join me through the power of the internet.
Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
Do you applaud the successes and triumphs of your family and friends? Do you shout when your family and friends get a shot at their dream, at success? Do you shout for them when they have their shot? May they shout for you when you have your shot. Do you applaud the successes of others? This is an episode that I thought of on the spot. I thought of making this because I was just looking and smiling at my comrades in this wonderful podcasting world, this podcasting journey that I am on, this pod path here. And every time I see one of my friends or colleagues or just anybody within my circle, within this realm, my sphere, whenever I see someone else putting up work of their own, putting up a product of their own, I get excited. I genuinely, I get happy because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to feel as though you are not enough. To feel as though you don't want to put forth effort because you are so used to living a life where you are comfortable, where you are. Even though you are really comfortable in a state of false comfortability. You are feeling secure in a state of false security. I know what it feels like to procrastinate on your dream, to put your ambitions, your wants, needs, and desires on the back burner, to put your purpose behind you. I know what it feels like to really just be letting the days pass by. And I know what it feels like to put out and to produce things that impact others in such a way that you understand where you fall inside this big, grand puzzle. You understand your place in it all. You understand that you are a piece of everything. And that by you realizing, the world realizes. I understand what it is like to continue putting off those things that you said were important. Putting off those things that you want to get done, that you desire to finish, to accomplish, to achieve, but something within you is holding you back. You're a prisoner in your own mind. And whenever I see someone, be it a stranger, be it a friend, a colleague, a comrade on this journey, whenever I see anyone put up a blog, an article, a piece of content, express themselves on social media, put out their art for the world to see, just take a chance in pushing past procrastination, putting out a podcast episode, or just sending a message to the public, to people who can view it and be impacted and influenced. Whenever I see anyone do that, not only am I proud, it propels me. I am encouraged. I get excited for others' growth. I get excited. I am joyous. I am joyful for the success of my fellow man. Anybody who I see that is going for it, who I see that is putting away everything that ever held them back in life and saying, I stake my life on this. This is worth it all. I don't want to live another day without putting this out to the world. Someone needs this message. When someone in my realm or my sphere does that, when I see that, it inspires me. I will always root for the person who faces their fear. I will always cheer for and champion the person who is unafraid to step out onto that battlefield of life and say, I'm willing to stake it all. I am willing to lay it all out on the table and bet on myself, to bet on my future by investing in this present moment now. I am willing to punt procrastination, to punt perfection, to punt all of the things that prevent me from achieving. I am willing to bet on myself. I am willing to press record. Because I believe that we can document our way to destiny. I believe in this technological world, in this world where we are sharing information and ideas, that if you are called, if you have a purpose, because it may not be for everyone, it's not for the chosen few, it's for the few who choose. If you feel chosen, if you feel called for a higher purpose in your life, for a purpose that you feel like you can impact another, press record. Just do it. Even if you just have to practice by yourself, even if no one is listening, press record. I believe that a life worth living is a life worth recording. That when you do reach that destiny of yours, that individual destiny, that place on your path, because everyone's path is different. But when you reach that place, if you have a library of events, if you have all these things archived and your story has been chronicled by you, you already have your autobiography. It's already been laid out. Your path to the place that you are destined to be will serve as a wonderful message for another person. People can follow your trail, your digital breadcrumbs. They'll look at those footsteps and see how you made it through. On your individual journey, how many will you inspire with your words if they never get the chance to hear them? Realize that it's not always about you. Sometimes it's about that other person. And just know that if no one else cheers you on, if no one else gives you that proud satisfaction that your words made a difference, know that I am cheering you on. Even if I don't know you, even if I never met you, even if we've never made eye contact, never had a conversation, it doesn't matter. Know that there is always one person who is rooting for you, who wants you to be great, to find your own greatness, and to see your own greatness, because you deserve just that. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP. That is the Open Palm Podcast here in Columbia, South Carolina, my hometown. The Open Palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray that you did receive a kind message today, encouraging you on your path, that there are many who see your glory, but they may never know your story, unless you have the courage to let them know, to tell them how you made it through, despite the odds, despite the roadblocks, how you made it on your journey. Share this message with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing like you, becoming their greatest version. Pay it forward today, as I don't think these messages are heard often enough. If you will be willing to share, it means that you care. Many have asked how they can support the podcast. You can definitely become a supporter by opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw, and supporting it there is much appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much to my newest 2 patrons who are supporting me on patreon.com/Jerome Shaw, where you'll find exclusive content I do not post anywhere else. Thank you to you 2 wonderful patrons. I appreciate you. My friend, as always, have a blessed day or night. Wherever you are, take care. Hey there. Are you a podcaster yourself, listening to my podcast? Well, first off, I just want to thank you for taking the time to stop by and caring enough to hear the messages that I continue to put out here on a daily basis. But I also want to let you know, if you are a podcaster, that I have something for you. I have created a service for you that I haven't really publicized yet on my podcast before now, but it is something that is special to podcasters. You may have noticed on a lot of my recent episodes, there will be a voice memo in the beginning from someone thanking me for leaving them a thoughtful and thorough review, or just really rating and reviewing their podcast. So click the link in the show notes of the description for this episode for more details. Thank you for being you. Continue to be awesome, and have a wonderful day.